It's time now for Real Estate Update. With Usha Chandra of GlobeNet Realty, real estate is our world.
Now we're standing here face to face.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, once again, welcome to this very exciting segment of the weekly real estate update with Usha Chandra of GlobeNet Realty. And hi, as we promised last week, that this week will be a different segment, meaning this time we have a new government. Well, yes, the Labour government has come in with a sweeping majority, and there are some exciting changes which we will talk about next week. There are some grant schemes where the government is going to be taking part ownership on the homes and they'll provide deposits. But in great details, we will bring all those ones, what they would mean for the real estate industry, what would it mean for people into the real estate. That's coming next week. But for today, for this week, let's welcome Usha to the show. Welcome to the show, Usha.
Thank you so much for having me on the show, Umesh Chandra and Australian Indian Radio.
And thank you very much for being on the show once again. So, interesting times, as I mentioned. So, looking at all of those, what has the auction been around this election weekend?
Yes, the results were not the best. Combined capital city records the lowest preliminary clearance rate of the year to date amidst the slump in auction activity caused by the federal election. With the except of Perth, auction activities was down across all the capital cities last week, with 1,676 properties were taken to auction across the board and down by 41.8% from the previous week, which was 2,879 properties were taken to auction. Last week's auction activity was still significantly above the activity seen over the last federal election. Week was 930, week ending 19th May 2019. So the combined capital preliminary clearance rate slipped down to its lowest level so far this year, with 62.9% of the 1,343 properties results collected so far retaining a positive result. Last week's result is down by 1.7% percentage points from previous week's preliminary results of 64.6%, which was revised down to 60.1% at the final figures. This time last year, 75.6% of 2,838 auctions held across were successful.
So as we have mentioned before as well, that whenever there's an election or major things all coming onto Easter and things like that, it always has an adverse effect on the final results. And as can be seen there, with only 62%, as compared to the 75% last year at that time, because we had no elections happening at that time. So even though the results have been positive, but the numbers have been down. And that is always the case with elections and things that are happening. So looking at all of that, what have been the auction results throughout the nation?
Yes, the results are not very promising, but Sydney clearance rate was 61.7%. 535 properties were taken to auction and 277 sold under the hammer. Melbourne was 61.9%. 709 properties were taken to auction and 365 sold under the hammer. Brisbane down as well, 62.9%. 127 properties were taken to auction and 56 only sold under the hammer. Adelaide was down again, 68%. 196 properties were taken to auction and 87 sold under the hammer. Perth 16.7%, very low there. 18 properties were only taken to auction and 2 sold under the hammer. Tasmania was not applicable. Canberra is down again, 76%. 91 properties were taken to auction and 57 sold under the hammer. So looking at the combined capital cities, the average was 62.9%. 1,676 properties were taken to auction and 844 sold under the hammer. So the results were fairly low across the board.
So, of course, fairly low results, and that's that 1,343, which was discussed in the in the first slide as well. So, yep, the results are not the best, but looking at all of those, what has the 12-month change in value of properties been all around the nation?
The 12-month change has gone down as well. 11.7% in Sydney, 6.6% in Melbourne. Brisbane is down as well. It was 29% in the last episode. 26.6%. And Adelaide is holding fairly well, which is 26.3%, down by 0.2% only. Perth is 6% down there as well. So the combined capital city is 12.4%, which was about 15% before. So it's down across the whole board.
So those are the results right across the board. And yes, Brisbane, I remember being 29, so now 28, but still quite good, being right up there as well. So that is wonderful. So, of course, looking at all of that, how does it equate to what's available on the market? And so, what are the properties on the market throughout the nation?
Yes, let's have a quick look at Darwin this time. 230 new properties came on the market, and 4-week count is 1,006. Perth is 4,288 new properties come on the market. 4-week count is 14,088. And Hobart is 376 new properties come on the market. 4-week count is 978. Looking at Adelaide, 1,964 properties came on the market. 4-week count is 4,924. Brisbane, 4,402 properties have come on the market. 13,169 is the 4-week count. Sydney is 7,130 new properties come on the market. 22,792 is the 4-week count. Canberra is 669 properties come on the market, and 1,823 is the 4-week count. Looking at Melbourne, listing is down as well. 8,141 new listings, and 28,176 is the 4-week count. So listings across the board has gone down as well compared to the previous week.
So yes, with the listings going down, that means that will change the dynamics in the market, because it's always matching the stock to the number of buyers. So when if the stock levels go low, that does things to the prices. Well, so at the moment, the 27,200 new listings coming on the market, still not too bad. With there's total listings 86,956. Still a fair bit, quite large number of properties being available. Well, right now, moving on, as we know, the other part of the equation is the rentals. Now, there are a lot of talks about the rentals and the rental affordability, and many times people saying that they're finding it hard to get properties to rent. So what is the, snapshot across the nation looking at the number of properties available for rent?
Yes, let's have a quick look at the capital city properties listed and the 4-week count. Brisbane, 3,976 new properties in rental section has come. 8,037, quite large numbers there. 8,037 in 4-week count. Sydney is 12,649. 12-week count is 29,376. Canberra is quite large number of listings in rentals compared to selling. 876 new properties, 1,592 is the 4-week count. Melbourne is 11,487 new listings have come, and I was just comparing Melbourne and Sydney. Sydney has got quite larger number than Melbourne's rental listing. 28,168, 86 is the 4-week count. Looking at Adelaide, 1,422 new rental properties. 4-week count is 2,625. Darwin is 245 new listings in rentals. 543 is their 4-week count. Perth is 3,350 new listings in rentals, and 6,000 959 4-week count. Hobart is 336 and 4-week count is 599. So looking at quite large number of rental properties, but still there's quite a few people struggling to find the rental properties because there's a lot of competition and the prices have gone really high in rentals as well. It all equates to selling price and the rental price as well. So that's why the demand is quite high and the rental price is quite high as well. So a lot of competition in the rental section.
Well, the competition still exists there in the rental section, but of course, when we are looking at investors, investors look at, when they're trying to invest in real estate, especially into the rental section, they also look at the yields and, of course, the returns as well. So what have the properties been doing, in the rental snapshot throughout the nation, and what sort of yield have people been getting?
Yes, the rental prices haven't changed in Sydney at all. 627 is their weekly median price, and 12-month count is 9%, and current rental yield is 2.51%. Melbourne is 472 is their median rental price, quite low there, and 6.4% is the 12-month change, and rental yield is 2.81%. So looking at Brisbane, it's pretty steady, 529. The previous week was 529 as well. And 11.1% is their 12-month change. And 3.5% is their current yield. Adelaide is $473 per week. 12-month change is 9.2% and 3.75% is their rental yield, current rental yield. Perth is $503 per week and 6.3% is the 12-month change and quite good yield there, 4.35%. Darwin is 560 is their rental median price, and 12-month change is 5.1%, and their yield is still pretty steady there, 5.98. So Canberra, the rental price is $684 per week. The 12-month change is 9%, and 3.77 is their current yield. Looking at combined capitals, $528 per week is the median price, and 8.3% is the 12-month change, and 3.77% is the current yield. Looking at regional markets as well, $483 is their median price, and 12-month change is 10.9%, and current yield is quite good, just over 4%, and national is 515 is the median price, and current 12-month change is 9%, and the current yield is 3.23%. So looking at the yield is quite steady as well, and the rental price is quite steady.
Well, it is wonderful to see that, and as we discussed, I think probably we discussed that last week as well, that the rental yields out in the regional areas have outperformed the major capital cities due to the fact that people could still buy properties at a very affordable prices, but the rental demand was very high. There's quite a few reasons for that. One would have been the pathway to migration as well. People living in regional areas get more points, so rather than buying, they're all renting and they're willing to pay whatever. So that's why the yield there is quite good. Okay, right now moving on. So let's take a look at what's happening in your area, and let's if there's any properties that you want to talk about, or sales and rentals. So generally in your area.
Yes, our area is pretty steady. I mean, we have got a couple of new rentals on the market as well, and a couple of new listings on sale. I would like to discuss about one property which is going for auction this Saturday at 11:30, and that property is at 2288 Sandgate Road in Boondall, and I've sold that property a few times in the previous years, about 5 times. I think this is the 6th time I'm selling that property, and the owners are fairly keen to move on, and it's got 4 rooms, 2 bathrooms, upstairs kitchen is quite large, and the downstairs has got a kitchenette, so it might be ideal for for a young family or family with mom and dads who want to live. For extended family, it's quite ideal. It's located at 2288 Sengate Road, Boondall, which is close to few minutes walk to the North Boondall Station, Naji College, Boondall State School, shopping centres, Targum Shopping Centre. Airport is in a close distance as well, approximately 15 minutes drive to the airport. So it's going to auction this Saturday. Let's have a quick look at the picture of that property, so we can have a quick look at that the property. Here it's got a large main bedroom with air condition. It's got a study downstairs as well. Good sized bathroom, a renovated bathroom. It's got on 645 square meter block, so great side access. And it's got room for pool. There was a pool before in that property, where that's concreted area is. That's where the above ground pool was, but heaps of room for pool. Full colour-bond fencing there, so it's nice and secure for a young family or extended family. So that's going to be auctioned at 11:30 this Saturday, and Graham Quirk is the best auctioneer, and he will be doing the auction. So hopefully we'll sell that property. We've got a bit of interest in the property, so hopefully we'll meet the owner's reserve price and sell that property this coming Saturday at 11:30. So it's got multiple rooms downstairs as well. So we have got a few other properties which have come on the market. There is one at 85 7 Tanya Street. That's ideal for investment. 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, 1 car, and that's going on the market for offers over 395. That's a good property. We've got another one in Deegan, which is offers over 675. Ideal investment property, close to all amenities there. So we're getting a few new listings hopefully this week, and we can talk about it next week. So rental market is quite good. We have got another one at which is at 272 Muller Road, and that one is investment property. Very good tenants. The tenants have been there for last 7 years, and they would pay the market rent. At the moment, currently at the rent is 460, but they're happy to pay 500 or plus for the property and stay on for a few more years. So that's on the market for offers over 789, and it's open house at 9 to 9:30 this coming Saturday, and Depot Road is open at 10 to 10:30 on Saturday. So we've got Entania Street is open at 10 to 10:30 as well. So we've got 4 open houses this Saturday, and hopefully we'll talk a bit more about new properties coming on the market in the next episode. Thank you so much for having me on the show, Usha Chandra and Australian Indian Radio. Have a great week.
And thank you very much for being on the show and providing us with that update. So, ladies and gentlemen, that has been another episode of the weekly real estate update with Usha Chandra of GlobeNet Realty. As we mentioned, next week we'll look at these new announcements made by Labour government on making houses more affordable, meaning ways of owning houses so that people who are finding it hard to get into the market are able to come into the market. I know one of the schemes is where they will retain part ownership of the house by providing deposit. And you can buy that portion once you are able to. But what that will do is that will enable people to get into the market. We'll look at all of those in depth in next week. So this has been again an episode of the weekly real estate update with Usha Chandra. Until next week, it's goodbye from us.
GlobeNet Realty. GlobeNet Realty has been the longest established, trusted and respected agency in its trade area. Usha Chandra, Director of GlobeNet Realty, provides honest and ethical service to her customers. If you are thinking of investing in Brisbane real estate market, or if you are seeking professional property management, then you should contact Usha Chandra today on landline 3865 4466 or mobile 0419 775 416. And for further updates, log on to our website www.globenetralty.com.au. GlobeNet Realty is your own local real estate agency. Situated at Shop 52281 Sandgate Road, Boondall. GlobeNet Realty. Real estate is our world.